Okay, so here are my top 5 favorite things and also my top 5 least favorite things on the all-new Apple iPad 8th generation. Let's get into it. All right, so the number one is going to be the processor. This iPad is running the Apple A12 Bionic chip with Neural Engine, which is actually a major upgrade to the iPad series. It does take performance to just another level, and you can do so much more with this tablet. Anywhere from video editing to some good level of productivity to even some serious gaming. But anyways, the next one here is going to be Touch ID. And I chose this one because Touch ID still remains one of my top or my favorite things about some Apple devices, right? In fact, I always kind of hope that Apple is eventually going to implement some level of some version of Touch ID in like some of the future iPhones. I'm really hoping they're able to do something. But anyways, I digress. So Touch ID is the second thing that I love about this tablet. All right, so the next one here is going to be the headphone jack. So my number 3 here is going to be the headphone jack. I'm still one of those people who like to have the convenience of having a 3.5mm jack just for a variety of things, right? Including plugging in and using my favorite pair of headphones. Besides, not everyone out there owns a pair of, Bluetooth headphones. But anyways, my number 4 here is going to be the support for 2 specific Apple accessories, the Apple Pencil and the Apple Keyboard. The ability to just easily snap in your smart keyboard and also connect the Apple Pencil here turns this thing into kind of a mini computer, right? A mini computer / tablet. And that very much improves the productivity on this device, especially during something like doing video editing. My number 5 here is going to be Apple's 5 years software support. I actually didn't even know I put that as number 5. But anyways, Apple devices tend to perform very well. Right? They generally perform well and they're able to kind of sustain that good level of performance. And the added software support to keep up to date for 5 years is actually a very nice bonus that you can't just ignore, especially since not many manufacturers out there offer that many years of support. And I do know quite a few people who actually, believe it or not, chose to buy devices based off of how long the manufacturer would support those. And many of them actually went for Apple devices simply because Apple offers, that many years of software support. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the top 5 least favorite things here, now that we've covered the top 5 favorite things. And the number 1 least favorite thing here is going to be just the low storage, 32 gigs. It starts off at 32 gigs. Not only do you start with such a low storage, but you don't even have the ability to expand that storage using something like a micro SD card or anything like that. My hope is still that Apple eventually considers either increasing that base storage to something decent or simply allow for an expansion of storage or even a combination of both, right? But I know I'm just dreaming here. I doubt Apple is going to do that anytime soon. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump on to the next one. The next least favorite thing here is going to be the dual speaker setup. Not the speakers themselves, but the actual setup of the speakers. You get these 2 stereo speakers at the bottom of the tablet. Now, they do sound okay, except if you happen to cover them or just cover one of them, which you are likely to do if you're watching like a movie or you're watching YouTube videos and you have to hold it in landscape position. And at that point, you probably will be covering the sound coming out of it. My number 3 least favorite here is going to be the fact that the screen is not laminated. I've been singing this thing since my first review of I don't remember which iPad that was, or the first generation of the iPad lineup. It really gets to me, the fact that it's not laminated. That gap really drives me nuts. Watching movies on there, I always notice it. It just bothers me. So I guess that's why it's on my list, right? Even when you're drawing or if you're writing something, it's just there, and I don't know why Apple just won't get rid of it. I guess that's just their way of making sure that you know that what you bought there is a budget tablet. All right, so the number 4 thing here is going to be the Lightning port. I do not like to have that Apple proprietary, port for charging or data transfer. It's slow. It's a good thing to see Apple slowly transition into, like Thunderbolt or, USB Type-C with some of the accessories. I'm really hoping to see more and more of that on smaller devices, not necessarily talking about like the laptops. I'm really hoping they eventually are able to just kind of standardize things so that if you just happen to have like a USB Type-C, you're able to charge your iPhone or your iPad. But again, that might just be another dream. And finally, my number 5 least favorite thing here is going to be the selfie camera. Not necessarily because I'm a selfie type of person taking selfies all over the place, but simply because that's what, many people are using today, right? With the situation where we're all, working from home and connecting and communicating with people using that front-facing camera. It's a mediocre camera, at least when compared to other tablets that have, slightly better cameras. So, it works, you're able to see people, but you have to just make sure that the setting is well lit. In low light, it performs so poorly. So anyways, those were my top 5, favorite things and my top 5 least favorite things about the iPad 8th generation. Do you have some things that you like about this iPad or that you hate about this iPad? I'm going to catch you in that comment section like I always do. Of course, please don't forget to like. I'm going to catch you in the next video also. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm pretty sure I forgot to ask at the beginning of the video there. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to catch you in the next video and in the comment section. And up until then, stay safe out there.